Hello and welcome to Dr. Bingo Fairmont's Management Minute. This is episode 2 on unlimited vacation. Dr. Fairmont is running late today, so Dr. Russell Clayton and Dr. Adam Shoemaker are here to represent. We're coming to you live from the St. Leo University Donald R. Tapia School of Business recording studio in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida.
Excellent.
Hey Russell, how you doing?
I'm good, Shu. How's things going for you?
It is going well, and we're going to talk today about the concept of unlimited vacation, which sounds amazing. But before we get to that, I have a question for you, which is, why are there so many TV shows right now about superheroes? There's The Legends of Tomorrow, there's Supergirl. We just got done with like a mini-series revisiting the heroes from NBC. Where's all this stuff coming from?
Well, I'm going to give you the business professor answer. Demand. I suppose there's a demand.
I guess.
I'm going to give you my personal answer is that Hollywood is not very creative these days. We're just remaking all of the things that we a lot of these we had in our childhood. Various,
it's true.
We had heroes. Why is it coming back on? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'd be a good run for them, though.
We hope so. And I guess it must reflect what's going on in the cinemas today, because we got Superman versus Batman.
Right.
And we got all these superhero. Deadpool just came out, right? So there's the demand for this sort of take you away from it all kind of adventure.
Yeah, and they're doing well at the box office. So I guess Hollywood has found a formula.
All right. Well, today we're going to talk about unlimited vacation. And the reason we came up with this topic is because a few companies, a handful of very progressive companies, are looking at giving their employees what you might call unlimited vacation, which means, just as it sounds, you take as much vacation as you want.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
On the surface, I think it's a great idea. As we talked about in last episode, I think we're both believers in vacation and the positive outcomes of it, the creativity that results from it, the decompression, just time off. That said, I'm a little bit skeptical of the idea of unlimited. Is there going to be abuse? Are we going to have employees who are taking too much time?
That's a great question, and I think that's not what we want to come out of this. And I did read one source that said that they looked at this after they had the unlimited vacation policy and before they put this in place, and it seems like employees take about the same amount either way. So it ends up taking around 15 to 19 days. And by the way, the U.S. has one of the least average vacations for companies that do offer vacation across the world. I think our average in the U.S. is like 13 days. In Europe and lots of other countries, it's much more than that. And it's expected that you'll take much more than that.
Right. And so I think you bring up a good point that for us in the U.S., this is a big step. And I think it's something that a lot of people are going to be uncomfortable with. If an employee who was restricted to 2 weeks vacation all of a sudden is given, conceptually, unlimited vacation, what is that going to do to their psyche? Are they going to look at their company and say, wow, they must value me? Or is the restriction, the time limit of vacation, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, is that a nice accountability mechanism that some people rely on?
That's a great question. And again, as we've discussed in all our podcasts, this isn't the right answer for a lot of organizations. If it's necessary to have person power there on the site serving a customer or whatever, they're probably not going to be able to take unlimited vacation, and you still are going to need to get some kind of approval. It's just not going to be a matter of, hey, I feel like a vacation day today, I'll just not come to work. So you have to make sure you get that approved, or you have to call out, or however it's going to work. You can't just snap your fingers and make it happen.
Right, yeah. I'm thinking of a high school teacher. I don't think that man or woman is going to flourish well in the unlimited vacation system.
This is true.
There will be a lot of students who are unattended to. One of my concerns with unlimited vacation, and again, on the surface, I think it's an incredible idea because I'm a big believer in vacation. One of the things I'm concerned about is during these unlimited vacation days, are we going to be truly disconnected, or are they just vacation days in name?
Great question. And we want to make sure, again, as we've said, that a real vacation needs to mean that you are disconnected, so you have that chance to decompress, take a break from thinking about work, and not be checking the email and, can I come in, or do you need me to do something for work, even though I'm supposed to be relaxing at the beach
Right.
or in the woods or wherever it is.
And that's my concern, because if I can have unlimited vacation and I go to my supervisor and I tell him or her, I need some time off. I'm taking a 2-week trip with my family. Is there the expectation that I check in every 48 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Is there the expectation that a certain level of email is responded to in a timely fashion? And that leads me to the question of, is that really a vacation? Now, we're all different. We're all different. I recall a vacation I had back in the summer where in between beach time, we were at the beach with the family, and in between morning and afternoon beach time, I checked email and replied to emails and made a couple of phone calls. Now, for me, that worked just fine. I was able to enjoy the time, enjoy the family, hang out with my wife and daughters, work for about 45 minutes to an hour in between beach time, and then I was able to disconnect again. So maybe it's not so bad.
Maybe you're right. And I think one thing we've kind of not addressed in our podcast is there's people who love their work and don't want to be, not so much that they don't want to be away from it, but they don't want to be completely disconnected from it because they want to know what's going on. Or they want to prevent that phenomenon of when you come back to work after your 2 weeks or whatever, suddenly you're swamped with all the things that you didn't take care of. And if some of that means, I can get on for 5 minutes, check some emails, respond to the important people, delete the rest, and I won't come back to an inbox full of 3,000 emails,
right,
that might be worthwhile.
Right, because that could just create additional stress to know that that's coming after the initial vacation.
That's it.
Now, the question is, what context do you see this working in terms of maybe size of business? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Absolutely. And I think if Dr. Fairmont were here, he would tell us, what, unlimited vacation is never truly unlimited, right? Part of what determines your unlimited, if you will, vacation is the culture of the company, right?
True.
If it's a large organization, a small organization, maybe that doesn't matter so much as, is it the kind of place where the work that you do is something that somebody else can cover for.
Right.
Or, the culture is, hey, you need to work hard, but you also need to play hard.
Right.
And you can have this time. And it needs to be modeled by management. Hey, we're managers, we're supervisors, we're executive vice presidents or whatever. We're going to take these vacations and go away and decompress, but then we're going to come back and work hard and get it done.
Gotcha.
And I think that also, regardless of whether this plan is in place or not, some companies found that most of their employees were taking about the same number of days either way.
Right.
So if you get mandated 3 weeks, or you get 3 weeks given to you, or if they say, hey, you can take as much time as you want, they're probably going to take about 3 weeks.
So we're creatures of habit.
We are creatures of habit. And one of the things I think that's most important that Dr. Fairmont wants us to know is that unlimited vacation is as important for what it says as what it does. It tells people, you know what, we trust you. You're going to do a good job.
Right.
You know your limits. You know how much time you need. You're going to get the work done when you're here. You take the time that you need to decompress so that you can work hard when you are here.
The organization values me. That's
Exactly.
the takeaway.
Exactly.
Psychological benefit.
Fantastic. Fantastic way to put it.
Any thoughts before we sign off here today? Any thoughts for the lucky individual that finds him or herself in an unlimited vacation scenario?
Still make sure to get it approved.
Yeah.
Right? Ask as far in advance as you can, if that's possible. Consider, as you have said it before, taking a micro vacation if you can't get all the time that you need.
Good point.
Right? And don't be afraid to push that envelope, but pay attention to what the company culture says too. If everybody's taking 2 weeks here and 2 weeks there, and they end up with 6 weeks a year, you can do that too. But if you're the one who wants to take an 8-week break, and everyone kind of looks at you and goes, that's probably not going to be a good way to take that unlimited vacation.
Good thought. Good thought.
All right. Well, our next podcast topic is yet to be determined, but we do encourage our listeners to email us and send us topics if they will. And we want to say thank you to St. Leo University, the Donald R. Tapia School of Business, our sound technician, Dylan Verge, and our music provided by bensound.com. And if you see Dr. Fairmont, tell him we're looking for him.
We are looking for him.
Where is that guy?
I don't know. Unlimited vacation, I guess.